believe that the best will follow you. To go out there today, the 16th day in the month of December 2024. Make sure you put in everything you believe in and make sure it's your best. So that by the time everything comes back to you, the results that will follow will just be like, thank God, finally. You know that song, the Lord has done it finally. I love that song so much. It's so good to be here. It's a beautiful day. Thank God for life. Thank God for strength. Thank God for the gift of life. Thank God for all that He knows how to do, because He's a sovereign God and is more than enough to help us, to see us through, to make us to be fulfilled, established, complete, perfect, and settled. That is the God I serve and the one I know. Okay, so I don't know which one is yours, but I think it's time for you to just say thank God to the Creator, the one who created you in His image. That is God. It's Family and Values, and this is Galaxy Television. Family and Value is a program that is all set for you and I to put a check on our way of life, our family, our well-being, our loved ones. Where do we take it from? I remember our guest on Monday was asking, what is love? Love is an action. You need to act it. It's not just a feeling. It's not just an emotional, she says it's an action. So how well do you act your love? How well do you put your love together? How well do you understand what it means to love yourself, your family? Because if you find it easy to love yourself, to love your loved ones around you, then it will be easy for you to express the same thing to people around you, outside your family. Because if you love yourself, you will find it easy to love your colleagues at work, as you're going out, stepping out of your house, as you move around, you'll find it easy. So it's Family and Values, and my name is Olori Adejoke Adubi David. My friends call me Olori AJ. You can join us on all our social media platforms. Also, don't forget the National Digitalized Station 741 on AVO application. Don't forget we have Galaxy application as well. You can always connect and just go to live. You'll see and watch every program on Galaxy Television. On O Prime, we did there. Just search. You go, guys, you go find us. And don't forget the start times 110. And free to air. Are we not blessed? So you can go to UHF 27 and you would definitely enjoy everything you want to on Galaxy Television. Don't forget the YouTube channel. That one, Nakbangba. Please go and follow us and be part of it. Let activation notification be bring back to life, so that you can always join us on all the stations. So today being Wednesday, it's a midweek. Yesterday was to the glory of God, wonderful. And today, because she's right here beside me, I think, as you know, we're going to have a full house and a bumper house. I want to say a big thank you to all our crew and all our viewers out there. We love you, appreciate you, and we know that from time to time, as this season is here, you have one story or the other to tell.
Just tell me you missed me.
No, I said it yesterday.
I actually missed you. I know I watched transmission times, and
even when I was about to finish, I was telling my guests, I said, if Joy was here now, she would tell you I have something to take. I don't know whether it's your cap that she will take or
your
wristwatch.
I would have taken his wristwatch yesterday.
Can you imagine?
I would have taken his wristwatch.
It's good to be here. It's good to see you.
Very beautiful morning to you. You know, this morning, Olori started with love, and coming to the show this morning, I said I was going to talk about a little bit of love, because we are in the season of celebration and in the season of love. When you tell somebody those three words, I love you, what does it truly mean? For some, it goes way beyond the words. So in the course of telling somebody I love you, it's important to identify, to understand, to make them know that, okay, this I love you is an agape love, or this I love you is beyond that, so that we don't have stories that touches the heart. You know, a lot of people, I had a story of somebody who told somebody I love you, and on and behold, he went to visit his family. It's alright, that's another story for another day. Okay, welcome to the show. I am Princess Joy Ayo Abu. It's good to be here. When you miss your place of solace, your passion, it feels different, kind of. But we are back, we are strong, we are healthy, and thanks to my wonderful partner, my mama Gen Z. You know, she doesn't put that mama Gen Z because she knows that somebody is definitely going to put that. And then yesterday I said, mama Gen Z. Hey. All right, welcome to the show today. Promises to be very, very educative, informative, and very, 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 very exciting because it's something you would learn and take home with you for this festive season. So don't go anywhere. We are right here.
Okay, we're right here with you. Do you have any shout out? It's season. The season is here. You know, so compliments.
Love, yeah, compliments of the season to everyone.
You know, it looks like is this
somebody,
Christmas?
Somebody said Christmas. I said no, Christmas is next week. Oh. Don't put it like Christmas is. I said no, Christmas is just.
It's next week Tuesday. For crying out loud.
Christmas is next week. So yeah, compliments of the season. Please, I've started receiving my hampers. Just bring it here. Enjoy our business.
Next week Wednesday. Yeah, sorry. Next week Wednesday is Christmas.
Bring in all your hampers, please. I'm really expecting all those hampers.
And if you can't make hampers, that is why we are here.
That's why we are here today to teach you.
Okay, so it's going to be a wonderful time. I don't want you to miss it. Tomorrow is also going to be another beautiful time. So we'll be having the opportunity to open the phone lines to ask your doctor. What question do you want to ask the question? You know, you want to ask the doctor. Tomorrow we'll be having that opportunity. After we discuss with the guests, we'll open the phone lines for you to be able to ask questions. So if you are going to be doing that tomorrow, please, as much I'm trying to prepare your mind. You know, I started on Monday, and I wanted you to know that it is time for you to make good use of this opportunity. Just go straight to the point. Don't start increasing the volume to hear yourself from the house. Okay, so it's time for us to go for our mini feature as we take on today's program and topic. We'll be right back. Stay tuned. Hey, so we're back on, and you know, the topic this morning sounds so interesting. Like we told you, we'll be discussing on what you can get at a cheaper rate for Christmas, for New Year. Okay, so our topic this morning is getting gifts, season's gifts, and shopping, you know, at moderate cost. Getting season's gifts. As in this season, if you want to get season for your loved ones, your friends, your colleagues, maybe your business partner, we do that a lot. That's why the name hamper come in, little gifts, maybe a bottle of wine all wrapped up, you know, well presented and all that. And so we'll be talking about that, and also shopping for the house, for your home, whether you're still single, or you're married, or you're yet to be married, or you have plenty children, cheaper by the dozens. Have you watched that movie? Very interesting. Okay, so we'll be looking at this, and we'll want to enlighten ourselves and talk more on this. So this morning we have none other than a guest who will be joining us via Zoom. She's a woman of the word, but this one, she's an entrepreneur to the extreme. Talking about Abiodun. Her husband's name is Abiodun. So let me start with her name, Olayinka Abiodun. It's so good to have you, ma'am. How are you? We call her Oli Youth, Oli Mama. She is good at training the youth when it comes to artisan, making of soap, all this homemade products and things you can actually help yourself to grow. Okay, she has done that for Legacy for quite some time, and she's still in the business of still trying to build more and also enlightening youth to know that with your hands you can do anything. And that's why we have Oli Mama this morning. How are you, Mama Oli? How you doing?
Doing good. Good morning, everyone.
She can make soap, she can make bleach, she makes insecticide, she makes all manner of home use products. And you know, sometimes when you have something, you may not understand what you have until someone opens you and say, Joy, do you know you can do this? And this is what this woman can do. And so this morning we have gone all the way to Ikorodu to bring Mama Oli Mama. It's so good to have you this morning. How are you?
I'm doing good. And how's everybody there in the studio? Good morning to every one of us.
Okay,
And the
so
compliment of
thank you for having this time with us. So we want to go straight to the business because we want to be able to utilize the time we have. You know, we as women, we are three musketeers right now on this set right now. And like we said, our topic, getting season's gifts and also shopping at moderate cost, shopping for the house, for the home, and also getting gifts at moderate cost. How can we create a realistic holiday shopping? How can we create this, you know, to be able to manage our budget?
How can you repeat the question once again? Hello. I want you to repeat the
Hello?
question once again. How can we do what?
Okay. I said, how can we create a realistic budget? If we're going for shopping or you want to get a gift for someone, how can we? What do we need to put on ground first if we're trying to get a gift or trying to shop this season? What do we need to do?
Thank you so much for the question. What do we need to do? A realistic budget. I first of all look at it that when we are looking at getting a budget to people, what is going for people, what's going on in the country, you first of all look at the most important and crucial thing that will help the family. You won't go to the market and start buying beads right now, and you want to look. It's something consumable, something they can eat, something like beverage, something like you have them custard, you have them salt, you have the Maggi, oil, even as little as rice. I'm so shocked now that there's a rice in the market that is sealed and they sell it 200 naira. It's also in a sachet form. And they are selling it 200. By the time you buy it like a roll, it might not be so much, but that little, it can contain 1 or 2, 3 people to take something. I think when you are going for a shopping, you should be realistic with what is going on in the country and be able to pick something that will be okay for somebody. And by the time you present the gift, the person will be happy. Salt, Maggi, custard, beverages, sugar, all of them, granite oil, and like that rice that I just mentioned. By the time you package them together, it looks somehow sensible, and with money, you will achieve that. Thank you.
Thank you
Hello.
very much, ma'am, for giving us an idea into how realistic we can plan a budget. But for the present economic situation that we find ourselves, what are those affordable gifts that one can actually put together this festive season and present to a family or to friends without necessarily emptying your bank accounts or trying to go beyond the budget, the realistic budget you've talked about? What are those affordable gifts that one can, sometimes some people might not really appreciate consumables. Reason being that maybe they've had something and they just feel like, no, I don't want consumables. You want to give somebody something, depending on the class of the person now, but you're looking for something affordable. So what are those affordable items that one can easily give families, friends in this festive season?
Well, like I mentioned earlier on, when you are looking, I mentioned consumable, but when you are now saying that it's not, don't let us look at consumable. Like you can as well give a liquid dishwash and sanitizer. Right now, there's so many dust here and there. You can present a nose cover, mask cover, nose cover. You can give an air freshener. You can give, all of these things are not. You can give, like I've mentioned, toilet wash, something that they can use in the house, hand sanitizer, liquid dishwash, Dettol, that's antiseptic. You can give antiseptic. You can give There's so many there, that will help the season. You can give liquid, this powder soap. Powder soap, they can use it to wash, to clean the environment. The dishwash, they can use it to clean their dishes. The hand sanitizer to sanitize their hands, the nose mask, at this season, you need to be careful. People tend to gather together so much, but in as much as we are going to gather, we need to be careful of what we are doing. So nose cover too can be given. You can give materials, just say materials like a clothing that are cheap, like this our Ankara we still can get for 1.5, like that, on and on and on and on like that. I can't really mention them off art so much like that, but at least with the little I've given, it's a clue for people. You can give slippers. There's this handmade slippers a young lady is making, and that slippers is a crochet work, just a rubber and a crochet work on it. She sells it for 1,000 naira. Very nice. You can present it. You can present a bag. We have a nice bag that can take for shopping in the market. Very nice bag like that. It's a crochet work as well. You can present it. It's all about the heart. It's not what you are really presenting. It's all about the art of you are giving, the art in which you are giving to people that actually.
Okay, Oli Mama, I want us to go for a short break. Okay, we'll be going for a short break.
Okay.
We need you to please stay tuned. Don't go anywhere. Don't leave your spot. Mama Oli, stay where you are. And to our viewers at home, it's time for us to take our word on marble, and we'll be right back. So don't go anywhere. Stay tuned.
If I can maintain a kind of just manage the money which I have, because I need to buy Christmas wears for my children. I went into Arena. I was having 90,000 naira before God and man. Do you know that a pair of shoes that a child of 3 years, a child of 3 years, my two sons, one is just, let me tell you, 2 years plus, but I would say it's 3 years. Then the other one is a year plus. Now, I try to price just one pair of shoes. They are not telling me that a pair of shoes is 20,000 naira. How do you want me to cope? If I should buy 20,000 naira shoe for a child, but 20,000 naira shoe for another child, then what about the other girls? Do you understand? So what I tried to manage myself. But if I should tell you the actual problem now, it's not even buying the shoe. But what about I've gotten the shoe. What about the food? Christmas is approaching. Christmas is next week. How do I cope? Now, this present economy which we are, I'm telling you, in fact, it's biting everyone. It's biting me particularly because my kind of job, I'm trying to see if I can manage. But now the money is not even forthcoming because the salary which I'm even receiving is not up to what it's supposed to be. Now, if I should collect my salary and try to make up to see that my family, they will cope and they will eat, then what is left? Now, next year, January is always a very tough time. If you should finish up everything which you have now because of Yuletide or Christmas, what happened within January? My children have to go to school, and which I have to pay for it also. So what I'm trying to, in a nutshell, to just run it off, not as if one is trying to connect, but what we are saying is not what we were expecting or we expected. So a lot of things that's gone wrong. We are not getting, nothing is happening. So that is just my own kind of to add up.
This Christmas night like this, as I did like this, and things cost gone. See, since when they born me, I never see this kind of year before. This 2024, now in worst parts, everything's cost, everything just rise up. I can't even say any more thing, but me, I just know that this 2024 is very bad year. That's my way.
I won't say it's very easy, but we are in this country together. So by the grace of God, we are coping. By the grace of God, we are coping. It's not easy. Fuels, dollar rates, many things, foods, But by God's grace, we are coping. We are coping. It is well.
Of viewer, from the Vox Pop. I love the first analysis, the way the man just put it together in short. You can imagine 20,000 naira just for a pair of shoes for a child of 3-year-old. And he has 90K. How does he want to manage it? And he still has 3 other girls he still need to buy stuff for. Only mama, only youths. Are you still there? You can imagine. What would you suggest or would you tell the man to do at that point in time? Do you know, oh God, the last guy said dollar rate, but I love his faith, his hope for survival. You need to encourage yourself. You have to encourage yourself in the Lord.
Actually, we have a very resilient and surviving. And in as much as people are complaining about this current festive people, there are people that have enough, more than enough to celebrate. This is what you're saying. There are people that have enough. 20,000 is small now.
It's small, but majority don't have that. Those people do have enough. You cannot compare them to the number of people who cannot afford to even, it should be 20,000. He has 90. Some will tell you, by the time I collect my salary, I will need to pay, and I'm also saving for the landlord. I need to pay the house rent. The new year is coming. The school fees will be coming up, and so I don't want to spend beyond what will put me into trouble when I go into the new year.
At the same time, I feel like if you cannot buy clothes for your kids this festive period, you can always do that next year. You cannot. It's not compulsory. They must wear. They have other clothes.
You're right.
So go back to their boxes and your team.
You're very right.
I realized something that you see children that are within this toddling age. Left for me alone, you don't invest so much when it comes to wears. Their wears are, as they grow, that's when they start appreciating the good things you're doing for them. Now you're buying a pair of shoes of 20,000 for a 3-year-old child. As far as that child is concerned, he sees it like every other toy around.
I mean, he doesn't know the value.
And so it is you. And how many months the child outgrows the
we should also look at it.
So look at all those things, and then when a child starts getting to that age of adolescent, then they understand the value of most of those things. So
now this is where I'm even going. I'm not even going to that area. I'm looking at it from another angle. The angle I'm looking at it from is the fact that for every situation, for every situation, there is always a reason, there is always a purpose, there is always, it always brings us to an experience of life for us to know if this one does not work, definitely this will work. Just like you're saying, go back to this, and maybe I remember there was a video shared, a man was trying to map measure the foot of the children, and he went and he got the accurate size, but by the time he got to the market, he decided to pick something a little bit extended so that they can wear it. And it made me remember when we were young, our parents would go to the market, the measurement they would take will be accurate too, but by the time they bring the shoe, you have to shock it with something in front, so that as you wear it the following year, you can pass it on to the next person behind you, and it will work well. It becomes the exact size. If you wear it very well, if you use it very well, definitely your junior one you will be able to. But I tell you, many will like, but hello, let's yara one brain, borrow yourself brain. Don't do past yourself. We just need to do it in such a way that everybody this season will be happy, will merry. Thank God you are not going to borrow clothes. That is what is most important.
That is what is most important.
You are not going to. And do you know, during the year, from January to now, don't tell me you've not bought any new clothes for these children. You must have.
They can go back.
I'm sure maybe when they're doing their end of the term, particular season, and they are moving to, you can tell the child to wear it. But some will like, I must let them know. If you are letting them know, who will let you know when it's time for you to pay your house rent? Who will let you know when you are, who will be there for you? Or who do you want to show off to? But really, shopping is one thing. Another thing is to also put moderation and prudency into our spending. It's the end of the year. And so because it's the end of the year, we're walking into a new year that we don't know what we hope to, but we are hopeful that it's going to be wonderful.
Now, let me give you a shock. Do you know that I know of a family that actually bought wears for their kids in July? In July, they had sorted everything their kids were going to, and it was less expensive then.
Yeah, of course, because
the
it's
moment
July.
you get to September, October, November, just forget it. Anything you're buying that period when it comes to wears, know that you're buying times 2 or times 3 of what you have bought in July. Just like what you said, in July they had bought, okay, this is what you're going to wear for Christmas. And somehow, to an extent, I feel like that's them budgeting, doing planning. So they are not in this panic buying of Christmas
season and all that.
You know, I think last time we had a guest that was talking about this whole issue. I was like, he doesn't understand where this panic for Christmas wears came about. He was buy Christmas clothes for children, or the wear something this, and I was like, this is where.
It is well, but see, what we're looking at is when you're going to the market, is it good for you to buy at, when you have your list? It helps a lot. It helps a lot. That's the first thing you need to put together. I don't know whether Ollie is back. Ollie, I don't know whether she's back. But the first thing you need to put together is your list. What do you want to get from the market? Welcome back, Mama Ollie. Welcome.
Thank you so much.
As we went for that break, we had some of our people out there who would want to express themselves. I don't know whether you were privy to listen to watch. But the question I want to ask now, what role does planning play in cutting costs? Because before you joined back, I was talking about putting your list together. It helps a lot because when you have your list, you will not buy out of your list.
Exactly.
We have seen people, sometimes you get to the market and you see certain item at a cheaper, and you like, you now put this one, let me buy it, let me buy it. I can do this, I can buy this spaghetti and give to people. Meanwhile, you only wrote maybe 2 packets of spag, maybe that can help you into the new year. But now you are buying a whole pack. The money you're supposed to use to buy other items has gone into a pack of.
Has gone into.
You understand? So I want to ask Mama Oli, what role does planning have to play in cutting costs?
Thank you so much. What role? The role that the planning, your list takes in your going to shop is a lot of role. Number one, it makes you to be focused. That yes, this is what I'm going for. It makes you to be prepared. You already know that what you're going for is 1,000 naira. Let me just add like 500 to it in case the prices change or whatever. It will give you a focus, give you a target of what you are going for. Except, some of us, we have what is called ojukoko. Our eyes is always speaking that. We are always not stable. But when you are stable, you are disciplined, you are focused, you know that this is my price list. This is what I'm going for. And the only extra I have is just like 500 naira, which is not too much. So I have to plan and look at it that whatever I must pick or I will pick extra, if after, picked my list, is not going to be beyond that 500 or even less than the 500, so that I can have something I will take back home as well, like transport and all of those things. One thing I want us to know, like people that spoke earlier on in the, would I say pop box or whatever, it is not necessary or compulsory. You go to market, you are buying shoes, you are buying clothing, you are buying air right now. It's the basic of what is available. What I say now is food is very essential and very important. That is what I think is the best you can go to the market to shop for. Even when you want to bless anybody now, and you want to give a season gift, you think about food, things that is edible. so that at the end of the day, they will be happy, they will rejoice. Clothes. I don't know, there is a Yoruba adage that says it's in millions of clothes that we use in so many occasions, like that. If you go to the wardrobe, you will see some of us, we don't, even as little as our children may be, some of our kids, they don't need clothing because we will have, I like this, we just pile them in their wardrobe. 4 or 5 months, they didn't even wear those clothes, they are just there. So what are we talking about? Because we like filling our wardrobes, filling our environment with things that are not too necessary. We know very sure that the country is quite tough, but in as much as it's tough, there is a way. When there is a will, there is a way. And the will is that, oh, I'm not going to kill myself. I have a lot of bills that I will go through. Let me see that. Like the man that said 90,000, he saw a shoe for 20,000. Must you buy it? Must you buy it? When you know your budget, your income, then you should be able to plan. What is essential, very necessary, is cleanliness and food. Make sure your children are clean. You have nice clothes, wash them, iron them, let them feel good, let them eat good, and let them, have fun, even in the house. There are forms you can create for your kids. It's not necessary to going to buy unnecessary thing, and at the end of the day, you choke yourself. Or you are not like, oh, no money to pay school fees. No money to pay rent. No, it's not necessary, as much as I'm concerned. What is very essential, and I'm eating myself, is food. Food. If you don't even eat and you wear clothes, there will be no fitting. Because you look so haggard and tattered. But when you are eating,
and
you wear anything.
Ask you, ma'am, what are the benefits of buying in bulk? Some people will say, okay, I like buying stuffs in bulk, I like buying one bag, I like keeping it. What are the benefits? So that for people who are not used to buying it, but who are used to buying one derica here, you just buy it because you want to eat. Now, what are the benefits this period of buying foods in bulk and keeping to avoid, panic buying or things like that?
Yes, there's a lot of thank you. There's a lot of benefits in buying bulk. A lot, no doubt about it. But if you buy in bulk, definitely you know how to plan and manage and plan your income. If you go to buy in retail, somebody that you went to go and buy from retail is the same amount that you buy in bulk, that they must have bought it, and they are coming to sell to add extra to it. I'm a person that votes or like or embrace people buying in bulk. But I still come back to myself. If you can't help it, there's no way out. Yes, it is very good, very economical when you buy in bulk. And it makes you to plan. I bought a half bag of rice right now. I know it will last me for 6 months. You will be able to plan. If it's to be saving, like whatever you are saving, towards another 6 months for you to buy another one, because you know it will finish. But if you are buying retail, you go to the market today, you buy a derica of rice. Coming back, you have consumed it. If by the time you bought a derica of rice on Monday for 1,200, by the time you are going back on Tuesday to buy a derica, I'm sure you will meet it like that. They will say it's 1,400. There is a lot of exploitation that tends to happen when you go to retail. But when you buy bulk, yes, you know that you are buying, and it will make you to plan and make you to know what to do at any point in time. Thank you.
Mama Oli, I know that with 90K, one can plan for. I want to use the exact amount, that 90K budget that man has laid emphasis on. Now, I want you to help us. If I have 90K, because I still believe that man can still go to Kotangwa and get good first grade items for the children, and it will not be as expensive as that. See, cut your coat according to your material. I'm not saying you should wear handkerchief. It's not like wearing handkerchief. If it's only sketch you can make with that material, you can still look nice and use a nice top to complement it. We are in Nigeria, we know how to manage things. Now, with 90K, can you please help us if we're planning a nice Christmas season? I want to shop for like 40K for gift items, like 40 or 30K, and the remaining 60K goes to the house shopping. Can you help us in a few more minutes before Joy comes in? What can we get with that? I want to use 90K for gifts, for friends. And do I need to give gift to everybody like I used to? Or I can just pick, certain people to just give? Because if I've been giving 100 people before now, and the economy situation, if it's recharge card, I can still do 200 naira and give those people. Now, who are the people should I master with that 30K I want to give? And what do you think I can get for them? Cheaper by the dozen, like we said. Then the 60K.
Thank you so
What can I plan for a family of 4 this season?
Okay. Thank you so much. Number one, let me start from, if I usually give gifts every year to 100 people, and right now I can't afford it. You have answered my question. If what I give to them, then those days, is like a bag of rice, half bag of rice, 1 kilo of rice is what I give. Right now, everybody know what is going on. If what I can give is 200 naira salt, they will use it. It will be useful to them. If one I can give, like you mentioned, is a recharge card, definitely they will use it to call their loved ones. And they will remember that, oh, Lori gave me this recharge card that I'm using. Or, so since this person gave me this salt that I'm using. Now coming back to a family of 4, planning with 30,000. They can still plan in their own way. SS is not what is going to be exist. Is they will plan according to what they have. Now, how do we plan? Instead of going to buy in a retail that you want to buy a Jerica because of what is on ground, you can buy like a paint. If I buy what is very essential, very important in Nigeria as a whole that we consume is rice. So if you have that 30,000, a family of 4, buy a paint of rice. The same thing, another thing that I know we consume a lot is groundnut oil. Buy maybe 2.5 liters of that groundnut oil. Then you begin now to go down. You begin to go down with the remaining one. Okay, let me pick 2 spag. Let me pick 4 noodles. Let me pick 1 bottle palm oil. Let me pick. That still you will buy everything, but you will go down to the quantity. You will not, like somebody with 60,000 for a family of 4. We don't want to say I want to go and buy it in that large quantity, but they still can buy a bit above going to retail every per second. I don't know if I've answered the question. Thank you.
You sure did. Thank you.
Answered the question, but let's take it from the point of consuming. Now, is it advisable this period for parents to caution their kids on the rate of food consumption? The holidays are here with us, and this period now, Mama is laughing. You understand what I'm saying? Let's assume, because now a pack of noodles is going for 20,000 naira. The smallest size is about 10,000 naira, and you have 40 inside of it. And let's say you have 4 kids, and by the time you're off for holiday, and gone to work, and these kids are busy eating, is it advisable at this point to have a conversation with them and say, hello, Nigeria is not smiling. If you were eating 2 packs of noodles before, please reduce it to 1. And because it's holiday, so the kids will have to eat and eat and eat and eat again. How do you advise parents to really go about it? Because it's one thing to buy in bulk. You might buy a crate of egg and you've calculated that it will last you. By the time you come back, somebody is frying 2-3 at a go, So how do you really advise parents this period, after buying in bulk or even in retail, to really manage what is available so that it takes a longer time than necessary, please?
Thank you. Honestly, I don't know. I was just laughing because it makes me to go back to my upbringing, and I don't know if we still can do it. When we were growing up, things were not this hard, but still, with our parents still find it a bit tough to bring us up. So what my mommy does then those period, she goes to market and buy a bulk. Let me use like milk. She likes evaporated milk. She'll go and buy a carton of evaporated milk. We are 3 kids with herself, with father. What does she do? She will calculate it. Yinka, your own is 10 pieces, give it to you. Shokpe, your own is 10 pieces. Like that, she will share everything, including only thing she allow you to waste that she doesn't bother. And up till now, she doesn't want to go and cook my own. I cook my own. So when she shared everything, if you finish your own before your period, that's your own ethic. I'm not going to answer. And she won't answer. She won't answer. And me, I'm always the victim. Particularly when it gets to the milk. Milk doesn't take me more than 10 tins of milk. Will not take me like 3-4 days. I'll finish it. I will pour it inside water. I'll be drinking. So I find my own. So when it finishes, she'll be looking at you. The only food that joins us together as a whole in family is rice, groundnut oil, things that she knows that you will not naturally, there may be still. But things like provision like that, we give you your own. Now, coming back to the question, can we beg? Yes, these are our children too, they understand. They understand. If you tell a child that will consume a 2 sachet of noodles, and now is increasing to 3, dearest, I beg you, can you still maintain 3? Then another thing I remember when I was growing up, when she's going, the things she goes to work, leave us in the holiday period, the things she knows you will eat is what she will put outside. Most of her things is always locked in the room. She has one container like this. She will put them and lock her room. She doesn't leave her room. So be there. The only thing I remember then that we can, we go to when we are hungry and she's not around and all of this, and we are finished what she do is Gary. We smoke Gary like. So it might not be so easy to curb children not to eat in excess, but we ourselves can help them not to eat in an excess. But I will not say a child should not eat, because when you don't feed the child what they're supposed to eat in, you're going to pay it on medical, which is even more difficult and more expensive. So what I want us to realize is begging and explaining to the children that please, things are so expensive. Noodles then that you take 4 is just 200 naira. I buy it 50 naira. Now noodles, 1 is just 300. If you take 4, you know how much it has taken, and that's a lot of money. So let's cut it down to 2. Then we understand. I'm sure. Maybe I'm looking at my own environment to talk. Most of our children now knows what is going on. They understand. It's just because we want to pamper them, we want to excess love. Maybe that is what is affecting parents of nowadays. But when you explain to them, they tend to understand and move in accordance with what you are saying. Thank you.
Wow, you have really done justice to today's topic.
I'm telling you.
Getting season's gifts and shopping at moderate cost. Thank you so much. We've been talking with Olanyinka, Pastor. Okay, Olanyinka Abiodun. She is a youth builder, a trainer, and skill developer. This will develop your skill. Whatever it is, she will help you. She will tell you this is how you put it together. Thank you so much, ma'am. We love you and we appreciate your time with us. Thank you for all that you've done, and we pray that God will continue to strengthen you, and we'll see you some other time. And compliments of the season to you. So I'm coming to Ikorodu for my Christmas gift.
Thank you very much, ma'am. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Okay, so have a beautiful day, ma'am. Today has been wonderful, Joy, really.
In fact,
It's been wonderful. But I tell you, silly, you can go to warehouse, you can go to my 12 to get your food stuff. Ilepo, go there, you get your stuff at very cheap prices. It's not that it's that cheap, but at least you buy it at a bulk price, wholesale prices.
I just did make reference to what I was saying earlier on. What is a 3-year-old child doing with a shoe of 20,000?
No. So sometimes, they will inflate the price because it's a man that is coming.
See,
A woman will get there. A woman, some
woman.
men will rather want to go because they want to surprise the wife that I can even buy better. They will not come back home. You now ask them, no, don't go there, Joy, forget.
For me,
They will get home. You now say, how much did you buy this? They will not be able to tell you the price. So forget. I don't want to argue that side with her now because our time is fast
what
spent.
I'm saying in essence is next week is Christmas. Please don't panic. See, get to that point where are they going to in the first place? No, let's be sincere.
It's you that you are not going somewhere.
Even if they
somewhere
are
going
they
somewhere.
have clothes, just go back to their wardrobe. Do you understand me? That's just
See,
what I'm
Christmas
saying.
season
But
to some is a time to just express themselves
let
and
them express
enjoy
themselves
their holiday.
and enjoy the holiday. But for us, we understand what the
So,
times are. So yes, it's a wonderful one, and we'll start begging some people to stop eating very much. Maybe I'll go back home and start that
Okay,
program.
tomorrow is going to be another wonderful opportunity as we'll be talking about all you need to know about lupus. What is lupus? Do you know that you may have someone who has it and you don't know? What are those things we need to look out for? And that's what we'll be discussing tomorrow. And we hope to see you. Like we said, we'll be opening the phone lines for you to ask the doctor questions for like 10 minutes and all will be well. On that note, I want to say a big thank you to everyone who has made today's success a great one. We are not taking it for granted. And my ACM, thank you. Thank you so much. And to everyone, we love you. To our viewers, we hope to see you tomorrow. My name is Rimin Ulori Adejoke Adubi David. And
I am